They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion left goes a tight end. Second down, they go again with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have a Titans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. The Titans at 9-5 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first down carry for Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's Willis. That one's taken in by Spears. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ready, ready.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
70 Lions.
third down. Henry. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now Geno connects with Kittle underneath. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He's across midfield. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. Touchdown, Seahawks. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Willis's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready.
To throw, here's Willis.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And taken at the 46. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the option, here's Spears.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Willis, 4th down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Play action, here's Willis. He'll complete this one. Buakankwo. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Cougar 19. Go.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Smith going to move him around. They'll try for the first with Walker. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Geno on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Smith and Jigba with the grab. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
That's to the tight end, Wiley. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Wiley. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point
now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go, hey.
Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Smith. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And shouting him off, now open field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
26 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
And now Smith going to change the play. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing again is Smith. Finding Walker complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
34 yards.
and the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 9.
Ready, ready?
Hand off to Spears.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 1-yard loss on the play.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
They do go for this. Here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3.
Ready?
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will call the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Now 2nd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Willis.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to pick up the Titans first down. And he'll have it by 20 as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Go.
They run wide side with Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
Let's go now.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7.
Folks' kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st down, Smith connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Smith to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Smith's going to throw it. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Smith.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Willis to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing, Willis. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now Willis.
And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Willis, got to have this one. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.